All right, we're excited to continue with our interviews with our Loveland Show Choir seniors. Today, I'm joined by Charlie Housmeyer, Caroline Wagner, and Nina Ricci. How you guys doing?
Good.
Good.
Good, good. I'm glad things are going well for you. Tomorrow is graduation day. Are you guys excited?
Very.
Yes.
It'll be different, but I know everybody is tried to make it a fun day and still happening. What a crazy way to end in senior year. I hope you guys are excited about next year and getting started. It sounds like most colleges are really trying to find a way to start school the normal way. First thing I'd like to do is have you introduce yourselves and then tell us how long you've been in show choir and what you have done in show choir. So Charlie, let's start with you. How long have you been in the show choir? You're in by request, and how'd you get there?
I started show choir in my junior year. I've done it for 2 years. I've done show band for 4, but I finally joined my junior year because a couple people told me that they needed boys, so I might as well just start.
But you did start in show band. Played trombone in the show band for 2 years, and then jumped over to singing and dancing, and did some double duty at the same time. Played in band. And did you find your singing and dancing experience a lot different than your experience in band?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it was a lot easier to get along with people, make friends easier, and when I was in by request, because I felt that I was already friends. I've done band my whole life, so when I finally joined by request, I felt like being in show choir and going to competitions just made everything more fun and easier because I knew everybody.
Miss Wagner, you've been with us for a while. When did you get started?
I started 7th grade, and it's a funny story because I didn't really know what show choir was until my mom said something about it. And she was like, oh, she showed me the nationals when they the newspaper article from when they won nationals. And I had just not found out that I didn't make cheer. And my mom was like, you should try this. It could be fun. I was like, okay. And then I started voice lessons, and then I tried out. I remember being so nervous because I had no idea what to expect at all. And then look where I am now.
Yeah. So 6 years. That's a long part of your schooling years. Do you feel like it was a big part of who you are, the activities you were able to do?
Oh, for sure. Just because it's something that you do all year. So I'm with the same people. I've been with the same people, or the seniors who I'm with now are mostly all the people who I've started with. And it's just kind of crazy to see how all of us have grown so much. And it's crazy.
Yeah. And it seems like when you're in middle school, it seems like it's going to last forever. And then when you're on this side of it, it really goes so quick. It's funny how quickly the years go. Nina, tell us about your story, because your story is a little bit different.
It is a little bit different. So, like Caroline, I actually did try out in middle school, and I did not make it.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're fine. It's funny. But then freshman year, I saw Allure's 2017 in-school performance. And I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe I'll give this a shot again. It looks really fun. And I did. And I've been in by request the past 3 years. And it's been a really cool experience.
I have to ask, because the two of you have mentioned auditions now. Are auditions that scary?
For the first time, so in my situation, it was really scary because I had no experience in dancing, no experience in singing. I really had no idea what I was getting into. I vividly remember somebody showing me a video of the tryout dance for the first time, and just pure panic washing over me.
Yeah.
But I mean, I worked pretty much every single day for hours to try to get this dance down leading up to the audition, and it obviously worked out, which I'm really grateful for. And as the years went on, obviously they got a little bit easier each time, and a little less scary. But
that was going to be my next question. Is after you break in that first time, it feels a little bit easier the next time?
Definitely, without a doubt.
And you spend the entire year doing it. You should, we hope that after that you feel a little bit comfortable. But I can imagine that first time in middle school when you first kind of step up, like that row comes forward, it's a little bit intimidating. I will be honest, it has been so much fun the last few years, and we've had a great time. One of the things people talked about last week was they love singing and dancing, but it's really about the people. It's really about the socialization. It's really about the friend groups. Do you feel that it fosters you to find friends and friend groups that you can feel comfortable being around? Let me ask Caroline.
I would say yes, because I mean you're working with these people, and especially in middle school when you're around them at 6:50 in the morning and you're kind of like tired. These are the people that will like when you get there, they would like wake you up. You get all excited to work or whatever, and I feel like having the bond of like being in a group and working for the same goal really like makes your friendships a lot stronger.
Nice. Nina, do you have anything you want to add to that?
I mean, Caroline pretty much summed it up perfectly. It was just, when I first joined, it was a lot of people I had never talked to before. Our paths just really didn't cross, but it was just really easy to get to know people because you spend so much time together. And I've definitely developed a lot of hopefully lifelong friendships that I'm really thankful for through it.
How about you, Charlie?
Well, to go along with that, I mean, I spent so much time with just like a different part of this huge family of show choir. So like branching off into different parts of it and making different friends and becoming friends with all of them, like it builds like the same thing Nina said, just like lifelong friendships.
One of the things I really like about our group is we do have a variety of personalities and people involved in it. We have a number of athletes. We have people who are so smart when it comes to science and math and all that. I don't get all that, but they get it. They understand it, and it's awesome. I think having that one bond to pull people together, and I do think it's not always sequin and singing and dancing. There's some times that are tough and there's some times that are hard. And I think kind of going through those combined experiences really are what really pull people together. All right, we're gonna switch gears here a little bit. What was or what is one of your favorite show choir moments? And it doesn't have to be performing, it can be anything, but it could be performing. What's one of your favorite show choir moments? One that sticks out like, I remember that one really well. Let's start with Nina.
Honestly, I think one of the coolest things happened this year at Northrop, just because there were so many like odds stacked against us as far as, we had so many missing group members and all these things, but we all just really like put like our heads to it and we worked hard and it came out with a really favorable result, and we were all really appreciative of each other and the hard work, and not to mention like FaceTiming the people who weren't able to be with us in the warm-up. It just like, it not only showed like how capable we are of accomplishing what we really want to, but it just also really proved that bond that we all have together and